Okay. Okay. Yo, R.O.T.F Jet Prime in the building. Let's go. Okay, so Jet Prime over here is coming in at a whopping 50-hour build time. And that's because my 2007 Optimus Prime took me 36 hours to build. When I updated him to R.O.T.F Prime, I had to throw another 6 hours on him. And to get the parts for Jet Prime, I had to throw another 8 hours on this guy. Yeah, so this Jet Prime here ain't no joke. Now, with the addition of Jetfire's pieces here, Jet Prime gains an additional inch of height. So Optimus's initial height here was about 11.5 inches. But with these Jetfire parts on him, he's coming in at a good 12.5 inches now. So you already know what I'm about to say. That's a big boy. Now, coming around to Jet Prime's back here, you'll see that the engines are really not as big as they should be. And that's because the weight of this structure here started spiraling out of control the more details I added. So what I did was condense the engines and the wings together, make them one piece, and I sort of just created my own interpretation of what they would look like if they were less detailed. All in all though, I'm still really satisfied with what I created because you can still see the engines poking out at the top here and the wings still do stick out from the sides. Now, if we take a closer look at the front here, I mean, you can already see that my man's Optimus is just ready for the fold-in right now, bro. We got the forearm cannon on one side with the blade. We got the hand cannon on the other side with the gun. And we got the dual shoulder guards up here by his head. Like, yo, the fold-in is not really trying to catch the smoke right now. Okay, so we all know Jet Prime slaps, but I think it's about time that we get into that regular R.O.T.F Optimus Prime review. No, regular Prime's still gonna slap too, but I'm just saying, you know, we can't be on Jet Prime all day, so let's keep it pushing. Oh snap, look who we got here. Okay, now this is the true star of the video right here. Okay, Jet Prime, he was just a bonus, all right? He was just the breadsticks and salad that you get at Olive Garden before you get the real meal, you know what I'm saying? Now, before I said I edited my 2007 Optimus Prime for 6 hours in order to get this R.O.T.F Optimus Prime. But to the naked eye, this Prime may look almost exactly like my 2007 Optimus Prime. So, let's talk improvements. So for starters, I added some blue flames onto the outside of his forearms here and some more blue flames onto the bottom of his legs right here. I cleaned up and added just a few more details to his back right here so that when he transforms into his vehicle mode, the back view is just a little bit cleaner. On top of that, I actually extended the back portion of his cabin in his vehicle mode, and it took me 4 hours, but I did it. I increased the length of his legs without altering the cleanliness of his vehicle mode. Now, when I built and reviewed my Transformers 2007 Optimus Prime, I'm not gonna lie, we had a little dwarf action going on that Optimus Prime there. And it was crazy because everything else was good, but then the legs were just a little bit tiny too short. So I had to go back, redesign the entire back portion of his vehicle mode to get the legs to be 2 studs longer. So I extended the thigh by 1 stud and extended the bottom portion of the leg by 1 stud. And I feel like it makes a huge difference because Prime has really long legs. So if you try to undercut them even a little bit, it's really noticeable. Now, of course, if you're gonna build R.O.T.F Prime, you gotta have the dual guns, man. So the easy thing about building Optimus Prime's second gun was I already had the first one from 2007 Optimus Prime. So literally I just duplicated the first one and that was done. Now I did substitute just a few small pieces on Prime's second gun here only because it was just really hard finding duplicates of every single one of these pieces in my huge pile. So the guns are not exactly identical, but they still look cool either way. And of course, if we're gonna give him the dual guns, we gotta give him the dual blades too. Now, when I saw these blades on eBay, I was like, yo, these is Optimus Prime's blades right here, man. Like, stop playing. I was like, yo, when I buy these, I'm using these for every single Optimus Prime that I build because these just look way too much like his blades to be used for anything else. And the same thing goes for these hooks. Like, bro, these Bionicle pieces be coming in clutch. I ain't even gonna hold you. On another note though, I never really liked Prime's hooks in that movie. Like, I felt like he could have had a better weapon, maybe like a mace or a warhammer or something, but I will at least be able to build him a battle axe and a shield when I do DOTM Prime. Now, speaking of DOTM Prime, that's gonna have to be at least 2 or 3 videos, guys, because he just has so much to cover. Like, he's got the battle axe, he's got the shield, he's got the trailer, he's got the flight tech, and he's got all of these weapons as well. So that's gonna be a pretty big production when I finally get around to doing it. Now, we're about to get into Prime's vehicle mode here, but if you guys are interested in seeing an in-depth explanation and review on exactly how I transform Optimus Prime here, I will leave the link to that video at the end of this one. Additionally, if you guys are interested in seeing my Transformers 2007 Optimus Prime, I will leave the link to that video at the end of this one as well. Okay, and now here we have Prime in his vehicle mode. So Prime here is coming in at a whopping 11.5 inches even in his vehicle mode. Now once again, this may seem exactly like a replica of the 07 Prime's vehicle mode, but there are a few subtle differences. So let's talk improvements. Okay, so first things first, we have the addition of the blue flames on the back portion of his vehicle mode now. I also added a couple of red flames on the top of the front portion of his cabin here. Additionally, I extended this back portion of his vehicle mode here by about 4 studs. Now, I did this for 2 reasons. The first reason being that this back portion of the cabin here is actually supposed to be twice as big as this front portion here. So the back portion on my 07 Prime was actually a little bit too small. Now, the second reason I extended this portion of the back here is because I realized if I extend this part here, I can actually extend the legs by default. Leg problem solved. Now, I honestly think this might be my favorite version of Prime's vehicle mode here because the dual guns on the top of the cabin here just make him look so much cooler. And not only that, they can attach to the sides of his vehicle mode as well. And if I really want to get crazy, I could throw the blades on there too. And if I'm just wilding out, I could throw the Jet Prime guns on there too. But you know what? I'm not trying to wild out. And I'm not trying to get crazy either. I'm trying to end this video. Like, comment, subscribe.